Gabrielle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're seen throwing tampons. Okay. This is on camera. It's crystal clear camera. So what's the point of driving to your ex's house to throw tampons in the yard? I mean, how old are you? Were they used tampons?
Jesus is back, baby. Ma'am, turn the other cheek doesn't mean launching biological warfare at his Honda. That's some Old Testament energy right there with modern consequences. So stay prayed up, because when the cops start asking about tampon trajectories, vengeance just became unemployment. Let's check it out.
Why were they looked like they might have been used? It's like this is nonsense.
It is nonsense.
And you are a firefighter.
Yes, sir.
Behavior like this is going to get you thrown in jail. You're going to be on news because you're a firefighter. It's going to cost you your career. I've been doing this 14 years. I've never even seen no stupid like that. My mind's made up. I think you should go to jail.
Bye-bye.
Gabrielle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Your truck.
Okay.
Creeps, but it's all on video. I have video of it, so that's why I'm here. Your truck.
The receipts.
Very distinctive truck. You have the dog cages in the back. This particular day, you had a cover over the dog cages for whatever reason. I don't know what that was for.
She thought it would make her more stealthy.
But you are seeing your truck seen passing by their house, going up the street a little bit, waiting until pretty much traffic is cleared. Then the truck turns around, comes back to the house. You're seen throwing tampons.
Okay.
A ton of tampons into their yard.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not asking if you did it. It's on crystal clear camera.
Okay.
So I'd be careful lying to me, because I didn't.
He already knows.
So I guess I have a couple of questions. One is, my main question is, what was the point of that? And my other question is, obviously you weren't alone. So why are you throwing tampons into their yard?
Okay.
And who else was with you, and do they know the circumstances behind this? Those are my main two questions.
Get ready for who she throws under the bus.
Okay. I can tell you, obviously I wasn't alone. I was not the one throwing them in the yard, obviously. Those were the two people in the back. It was not me throwing them actively.
Like, that makes you more innocent.
One of those people are my aunt, who is not in this state.
Oh.
She lives in Ohio. The other person is actually my mother. It was actually my aunt's idea. I don't know.
So she threw her mom and her aunt under the bus, and then immediately, oh, my aunt was in Ohio. Was it even actually her aunt? She just came to throw some tampons and then took off to another state?
Why they came up with the idea? They were coming over here for dinner. I invited them over because I've had a rough couple
Your aunt and your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
So my mom actually was making dinner. I had them come over, so that's why they were coming over. They showed up with all the I don't know where the idea came from. I don't know what the rhyme or reason was.
We all know you're lying, sister. And guys, revenge is bad. Doesn't matter what your ex did to you, just let them go. Just let it go, because there can be legal consequences when you start harassing people.
That was just something they came up with.
So it was the three of you. I know you obviously you weren't alone, because you can't throw tampons and drive the truck at the same time.
I wasn't alone. Those were the two other people with me.
Yeah, but you also told me you didn't know they lived there, which is a lie. So.
Well, my mom knew that they lived there. I did not know that they lived there.
So whose house did you think you were going to?
Well, once we started doing it, I mean, I knew whose house we were going to, but I did not know up until that point where he lived.
How did you not know where your ex lived?
Up until what point?
Up until driving up there, because she had
It's crazy how hard she's really just trying to deflect blame here.
address. I didn't know where to go.
Okay, so what's the point of driving to your ex's house to throw tampons in the yard? I mean, how old are you?
Again, I don't know the rhyme or reason behind the idea behind it. I'm not sure. I said it was stupid. Figured it was dumb.
This is hard to listen to.
I don't know. I guess they thought it would just be fucking stupid fun, I guess. I don't really know.
So your mom and your
I
aunt.
just went with it.
Her mom and aunt can't be this immature that they would think to do something like this.
Yeah.
Regardless of the truth, it's retarded. It's stupid.
I agree. It's stupid. It's what happened, though.
When you left this house, your intention is to go over there and throw... Were they used tampons?
No.
Thank
Why
God.
were they looked like they might have been used? Just they just put red paint on them or something? Or?
They put red paint on them. I did
Still
not.
gross.
Okay, so they weren't used, because that's
No.
absolutely freaking disgusting.
No.
Okay, so they put red paint on the tampons to simulate
You guys had to go out and get red paint. This was clearly plotted in advance.
as if they were used.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because there was a ton of them. Okay, so when you left this house, you put your aunt and your mom in the back of the truck. You drove up there, obviously knowing where you're going and what you're going to do. Get there, the tampons are thrown, and what? You just come back home?
Yeah, we just came back home. What I can tell you though is I'm not the mastermind behind this. So
That doesn't make you less innocent.
Extremely crazy. So if I tell you me and a friend of mine is going to go rob a bank, and you come along robbing the bank, is it relevant that you're not alone?
What do you think of that question, guys? Like, should you be able to pass the blame and be less in trouble because other people thought of the plan, or because you only drove the car the tampons were thrown out of? I think not. But let me know down in the comments.
yeah,
Really?
I would think you would want to like include everybody in it.
I do include everybody, but but is it relevant you're present at that bank robbery?
That you're relevant, that you're present.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, you can't rob a bank and then go, well, it wasn't my idea.
I'm not arguing.
It was-
with you,
I wasn't
sir.
the mastermind. It
I'm
wasn't
not
my
arguing
idea.
with you, sir.
Well, you kind of are. You're kind of downplaying the fact that you weren't the mastermind and you weren't the only one there. This is nonsense.
So glad the officer's trying to put a stop to this. Her mom and her aunt are going to be pretty mad at this story, but she's just doing whatever she can to avoid blame.
It is nonsense.
And you are a firefighter.
Yes, sir.
Behavior like this is going to get you thrown in jail. You're going to be on news because you're a firefighter. It's going to
You're gonna
cost
lose
you
your
your
job.
career. I've been doing this 14 years. I've never even seen no stupid like that. My mind's made.
She must have learned a good life lesson here. At least I hope she did. It's crazy that she's trying to deflect this, place blame, get it off herself. She really just needs to take accountability.
made up. I think you should go to jail.
Okay.
The sergeants are discussing what should happen to you,
She did not think
and
this
I'm
through.
going to follow the direction. But if it was up to me, you'd already be in the back of that car going to jail.
I'm aware I didn't do anything, but I'm the one right here, so just so you know.
She is so aware.
I find it amazing you still think you didn't do anything.
Someone's having a bad day, so
Ooh.
I'm not having a bad day.
you should ask if
This is a clear case of living in Delulu land. Get out of your fantasy world, girl. It's not okay to deflect this hard. Just own up to what you did, accept the consequences, and move on.
she could speak to you. Is that okay or no?
Actually, probably not, because the fact that you're still saying here you didn't do anything and I'm having a bad day is ridiculous. You need to grow up. Well, I try to give you an analogy to get you to understand something. If me and you go to rob a bank and you're just a getaway driver, you still go to jail for bank robbery. You're part of it. It doesn't matter if you physically did something or not. I don't know how that concept is difficult to get. The bank robbery driver doesn't get to go free because he just drove the car.
I also have this feeling maybe it wasn't her mom and her aunt, and that's why she's using it, because she knows they'll probably talk to the cops, get mad at her for making up this story. In the end, they'll be innocent, and then she might have to throw two friends under the bus. This seems more of like a scheme between friends.
Wow.
Yeah, you got what you guys do. You're stalking. It's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that wasn't the intent. It was
Well-
supposed to be
Only the Lord can watch you when you're not looking.
a joke.
A prank, or it's called stalking.
She never imagined it would go this far. Yet this became the result of taking part in such a foolish idea,
She looks crazy.
leaving her to face 2 stalking charges, along with suspension from her job.
Good.
It seems a hard lesson was learned that revenge is never worthwhile, particularly when a tampon ends up involved.
Well, guys, I think what we learned there is, like the AI voice said, it is not worth the revenge because there can be consequences. If you break up with someone, just move on and let go. It is never worth the potential for legal consequences. But maybe that chick was just out of her mind. I don't know who let her on the firefighters, but she did not belong there if this is the kind of behavior she has. There has to be some sort of mental health kind of thing they do before they accept you into a fire station job. There has to be, because they would have caught this early, I think, but who knows. Anyway, if you guys like that video, please hit subscribe and the little dingy button so you know when Jesus drops a new video from heaven. I pray you're all having a blessed day. Peace out and amen. Catch you next time.